Forgiveness, an essential subject from Vinipedia. Forgiveness is understood as a deliberate choice to release feelings of anger, resentment or vengeance toward a person who has offended us, without considering whether the offender deserves our forgiveness. By forgiving someone, we make the decision to stop judging the person who harmed us and let go the expectation of even an apology. Replacing negative emotions and the desire to punish the transgressor, we express compassion and kindness. For most of us, this art does not come naturally, and the task of forgiveness takes some inner work. Research on the benefits of forgiveness on health and longevity reveals that forgiveness is positively correlated with stronger circulatory and immune systems. Psychologically speaking, people who forgive more willingly are less likely to be depressed and anxious, and more likely to be happy. These merits of forgiveness seem to forecast a longer, more pleasant life. Our response to personal insult has a lasting effect on our well-being. Certainly, when we offend someone we should hope to be forgiven, as we would not want to be the cause of such a burden for ourselves or for others. One faith in particular asks, "Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us." Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Viniko's forgiveness category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 9 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. A Brahma is highly qualified when he can control his senses and mind, when he is a learned scholar in spiritual science and when he is tolerant and forgiving. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.15. 10. Those who are advanced in transcendental consciousness or Krishna consciousness are never envious, neither of the soul nor of the activities of the soul under the influence of material nature. Advanced transcendentalists are called Sudhya. Sud means intelligence, Sud means highly advanced, and Sud means devotee. One who is both devoted and highly advanced in intelligence does not take action against the soul or the body. If there is any discrepancy, he forgives. It is said that forgiveness is a quality of those who are advancing in spiritual knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.20. 3. When the mind is steadfast it is called enduring, and one's ability to tolerate others' offenses is also called endurance. Therefore, forgiveness and endurance can be synonymous. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 31. A person who can tolerate all kinds of offenses from the opposite party is known to be forgiving. Lord Krishna's forgiving quality is described in the Ayapala Vada in connection with his forbidding the killing of Ayapala. In the arena of the Arjamesya sacrifice of Maharya Yudhishthira, when Ayapala began to call Lord Krishna ill names, Krishna did not care and remained silent. Some of the people at the arena were prepared to kill Ayapala, but Krishna restricted them. He was so forgiving. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 21. The duty of a Brahma is to culture the quality of forgiveness, which is illuminating like the sun. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is pleased with those who are forgiving. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.15. 40. It is only by the grace of the Supreme Lord that one can be protected from the allurement of lusty material desires. The Lord gives protection to devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental loving service, and by his causeless mercy he forgives the accidental fall of a devotee. Therefore, sages like Marchi prayed for the mercy of the Lord, and their prayer was fruitful. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.12. 32. King Pithu will be very, very kind to all citizens. Even though a poor person may trample over the king's head by violating the rules and regulations, the king, out of his causeless mercy, will be forgetful and forgiving. As a protector of the world, he will be as tolerant as the earth itself. It is the duty of the king to look after the comforts of the citizens, even at the cost of his own personal convenience. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.16. 7. Saintly persons are advised to forgive. Such injunctions for saintly persons are more important than any political emergency. Arjuna considered that rather than kill his own kinsmen for political reasons, it would be better to forgive them on grounds of religion and saintly behavior. He wanted to point out to Krishna that, as husband of the goddess of fortune, he should not induce Arjuna to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.9. 27. Mayaspidarajo Bhayakam. The dust of the lotus feet of great personalities offers all good to the recipient, but the same dust can also do harm. Those who are offenders at the lotus feet of a great personality dry up. Their godly qualities diminish. A great soul may forgive offenses, but Krishna does not excuse offenses to the dust of that great soul's feet, just as one can tolerate the scorching sunshine on one's head but cannot tolerate the scorching sunshine on one's feet. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.4, 13.